Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today I have a special announcement for you guys. The channel name is changing and I have some really exciting models coming up, and yes, we will also take a peek at some future videos, including something really special for the top secret fans releasing this week. So let's jump right into it. So, jumping straight into it, the name of the channel is officially becoming A8A Works. The same update is rolling out on Instagram and Facebook as well. And why the change? Well, firstly, it's easier to remember and quite a lot more unique. There's nothing online really relating to A8A, especially A8A Works at all. Secondly, it also reflects what this channel is evolving into. I'm still going to be doing all the premium diecast reviews, of course, but there will also be a bit more of my own design work as well that I'm going to feature, and that's always been kind of part of the long-term plan for the channel as well. And I feel like this name just fits that identity far better, and it's quite a lot more easier to remember as well. And also there's a really funny coincidence that happened, because there's actually another YouTube channel called Exoticcars NH, and they've got one video, and I've no idea which channel came first. Of course, mine's been here for years and years, and including my Instagram as well, so no drama at all with that. But it was just a really strange coincidence. It's not exactly the type of words that are often put together, and I feel like it was very difficult to search for it as well. So it's just time for clarity and a fresh start, and this should be a lot easier to find. Of course, I'll still include NH Exoticcars in the description, so you can still find it if you can't, but it will be changing. And of course, you can see right here that we've got the new A8A Works logo in the center as well, already on the turntable spinning around. So everything is changing officially. The logo is not final, it's just a temporary placeholder, but they say temporary things become permanent, so let's see how that goes. But next thing, I've got some quick viewer questions that I'm just gonna show on camera because they relate to models, so I thought it would be a nice time just to kind of clarify some of the questions that people had. So let's dive into those. So the first question was from M4RKMCC21. Does the CM model roll well along the floor? And he was talking about the CM Pagani Zonda, although unfortunately I don't have one of those because it was my friend. So I'll show you a normal CM. This one rolls fine, and I bought a few just to show you. This one rolls fine, so you would think that it would roll fine as well. This one is CM2, but this one doesn't roll pretty much at all, so it can be a little bit of a tricky one. Of course, this one's tarmac, it rolls fine, but unfortunately the CM variant does not roll at all, so the wheels are static on that car. Next question was also another does it roll, from Brian Z Valos Glars 2216. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, I'm sorry about that. This is the car in question, and unfortunately, as you can see, not really well. The rear wheels do spin slightly, but that's about as much roll as you can get with a car. So, next question from Naman Guy NViet 9057 was, does this Lamborghini roll? So does the King's models roll? So here we go, and as you can see, it rolls pretty nicely. All the wheels are nice and free, so this is actually a really awesome model to pick up. And man, you guys are killing me with these names. Some of them are a little bit hard to pronounce, but next question. Frongtography asks, how did I manage to unscrew this car from the base? So pretty much pretty straightforward as usual. It's just a single screw on the bottom there, and you just kind of unscrew it like this, and you just hold the model down at the top, and the car should release from its base like that, and then it's got a little thingy over there, and they have the car loose just like that. But of course that's pretty straightforward like other models, but there are some others that use a strange configuration, usually 143s. I've got these fan home Fast and Furious set, quite a few of the cars, and these ones actually use this triangular thing, which is really horrible to get off the base, but what you can do is use like the hex style like releases, those hex style screws, and those usually tend to do the job if those are one of the issues that you're having. And next question. So for this one, Siari Al Hamadi 7810 asked a question about this Time Micro Lamborghini Countach, the Cyberpunk variant, and he said, "Great, please make a comparison scale like this car and Kaido House or Pop Race scale." So I've got my Kaido houses here, but as you can see, they're in a pretty special place because this actually hangs on the wall behind me. So I don't have too many Kaido house cars, but I do have a couple, so I'll get one or two out of there in a moment and we can do a little bit of a comparison for you quickly. But you can see I've got a pretty cool like underground parking garage setup over here. So I custom built this by myself. It's just in an IKEA frame, and there is even lighting in this too, so I can switch it on. It looks like that. And I thought it was actually a pretty fun thing to do. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a video on how to build something like similar to this. So let's get the car out of there. So I've taken out two of my absolute favorite Kaido house cars. This is of course the Nissan Fairlady Z, and I think in this HKS livery it just looks absolutely epic. So here is the size comparison between these two cars. So as you can see, the Countach is a little bit longer than the Kaido house in this kind of direction, and then there they are facing each other like that. And width-wise, they're actually kind of similar. So, of course, these Kaido house cars are always super, super wide. But as you can see, this Countach is pretty much on the same width as that one. And here is another one, the R33, another favorite of mine. And I've actually wheel swapped this car. I thought it just looks so cool with these gold rims. And of course, the scale of this, we've got pretty much the same sort of wheelbase, and the Countach is actually a little bit wider, as you can see, than the Skyline is. So that's kind of the comparison to Kaido House. I'll just grab a random Pop Race. So this is one of the newest ones. This is the Singer, of course. I just reviewed this a few weeks ago, so check in the comments or on my page to check that, but you can see the size over here. So the Countach is quite a lot larger, and you can see in terms of the wheelbase, it's also quite a bit longer as well. And in terms of width, although the Singer is a wide body, you can see how much more width this Countach has. It's pretty significant, I think, but both of these cars look absolutely epic. And just for completion, I'll show you a Mini GT as well. I feel like the Silvia is kind of one of those that a lot of people have, so this is kind of the scale in comparison to those two cars. So that is the Cyber Countach comparing to a few different brands, but this car was absolutely one of my favorites this year. It's just such a wild thing. It's really, really unique and super crazy. Of course, if you're interested to see this insane looking car, then check out my YouTube page once again, and you shall find it over there under Cyber Countach. But this thing actually looks a little bit like it's out of Gotham City too. And I have a lot more cars out of Gotham City, and just to show you one of the frames that I built, this is another one. And you can see that this one's got this whole Batman sort of thing going on here. It's essentially like a Batman cave. He's over there, and then there is like a waterfall down here. So this one's got lighting as well, and I just thought this is another cool thing to show you guys. And of course I can show you guys how to build something similar to this as well if you'd like to see. So of course, let me know in the comments down below. And I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for all your comments and questions. And if you guys have any more questions for me, just let me know in the comments down below on any of the videos. I tend to see them pretty quickly, but sometimes it takes me a little bit of a while to answer. Sometimes I'm researching answers as well, you know, for the questions you guys have, but keep them coming because they're really awesome, and I like this kind of community engagement. And I know a lot of you are waiting for some cool videos to drop. There's already a few I mentioned. Someone mentioned that they want to see this Hans video. Actually, it was Romrio DeMarco. So he's been waiting for that one, and I'm waiting for the Mini GT variant to come so I can do a three-way comparison. Then of course I've got my Lightning McQueen Porsche over there, and a whole bunch of Gundam RWBs there as well. And I've got a lot of models, so if you guys want to see a video on any of these, and I have a lot more cars as well. So if you guys are interested to see a video on a specific car, I might have it and then I can do something. But let me show you some of the stuff that I've got coming up. Also, many of you ask me where to buy the models that I review. So I'm currently working on proper links. So hopefully very soon you'll be able to click a link on my video description and just go straight to the model if you want to add it to your collection. And I'm gonna have a few cool ones coming up. So you can see I've got this really awesome Stella Artois here I've been wanting to review since they came out. And I also did a little teaser that I'll be doing these Mines cars. So I got those pretty much when they first released, but unfortunately I haven't had time yet. So those will be coming and they'll be joined by another Mines car as well. And I've got some pretty cool cyberpunk style cars. They're a bit older, but I feel like they are pretty awesome and they would be worth a review over here. And just over here you can see I've got these two awesome off-road supercars. So I've actually been wanting to do this video for a very long time, since this F40 drop. As you can see, it's modified for snow. It's absolutely crazy, but I think I'm actually just going to do like a kind of Christmas special for this one, like a three-way off-road supercars in the snow. Then I've got some cars I picked up at Goodwood over there, which I think would be really worth it just to check them out because they are pretty awesome. And I've also got a whole slew of cyberpunk stuff. So we've got Johnny Silverhand's Porsche and the DLC Porsche over there, and another cyberpunk Porsche once again. Then of course people have also been asking for the Koenigsegg videos, so there's the two CC850s, but I think because they are pretty outdated now, I think I'll wait for the white one to come in as well, and then I can do like a three-way comparison of those. Then I've also picked up these really awesome looking Pop Race Evangelion GR Yaris's, and these things look absolutely sick. However, there is another version coming at the end of the year, so I'll be adding that one too, and then I'll do another three-way comparison of that. I've also got this epic lineup of the Mini GT Silvia. So there's some really old releases, but this is the Formula Drift Japan Series 2021, 2022, and 2023. And this car came out a few months ago as well, but it's still unopened, completely sealed, and I've been wanting to get out of the box for ages. So hopefully I'm going to do this one very soon. I know most of you might even have this one already. But speaking about Liberty Walk, I've actually got 3 Super Silhouette RX-7s here to unbox as well. These are pretty old releases as well, of course, but I still think that they're really awesome cars. I was hoping some new colors would drop sometime because the real car has some really awesome color variations out now. So I thought these would be a really great one to do at some point, but I know a lot of you might have these cars, so I'm not really sure. Do you want me to do this one, or should I just unbox it by myself? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, I've got some pretty specialist Porsches. So we've got this Bismoto one. This one came out about 2 months ago or so. And I've even got this really epic looking Pink Pig variant. So this will be a really nice one to review. And here is a pretty new release as well by Street Warrior. And once again, we've got this insane cyberpunk theme to the car. And it actually looks similar to the Coast Cycles one over there. And I always think that that's a seriously awesome one, and I wouldn't mind reviewing that one, and of course this like slant nose variant as well. So a lot of the ones in the background would be really worth giving it a go. That bottom one over there is one of 99. It's a special resin R35. So there's some really cool stuff over here. And here is also another new release. That is a 200 SX, and that's the black one. Of course, here's the red and white variant too. So let me know if you guys want to see that one. I'd be really happy to do that one because I used to have one of those SXs in real life. So it's really special for me. Furthermore, some color re-releases. You can see we've got the Skyline over here. The video of this one was a really popular one, so I know you guys are into this one. And this came out a few months ago as well, but I just haven't managed to unbox this one yet either. You can see it's still sealed. But actually, I've got the new white collet variation on the way as well, so I might do like a two-way video with that, or I might just do a simple one of this one, of course, and the yellow LFA too. And then jumping into supercars, I've got a whole array of Revueltos over here, red, yellow, and blue. like all the primary colors, and actually only the blue one is open, and the yellow and red are still sealed. And actually I want to do something a little bit special, because I actually designed some wheels and some color schemes for a real Revo Alto in real life, so I'd like to add those colors onto these cars here as well. So I think I'm going to be making these into a custom, and once that's done, then I shall reveal these cars. And here in my other hand, I've got two more supercars. One of them is a Fighterworks Lamborghini Aventador, and the other one is a Fighterworks Grey Ferrari 458, both Liberty Walks. So that'll be a pretty cool one to review as well. And in terms of concept cars, I've also got this Mazda Vision Coupe over here, which is absolutely stunning. But I've got the two-door variation coming as well, but it's not quite out yet. So I'll do those two together at some point. And I've got many, many more cars that are still coming, and I'm yet to receive them. There's a top secret R32. There are the new Collet color cars as well, of course, I just mentioned. And of course, I'll also be doing the breakdown of both of these cars, top secret, both special edition from last year. This one is from Hong Kong Toy Car Salon and Malaysia Diecast Expo. And of course, for all the real top secret fans, this week I'm gonna have the ultimate review, the four-way showdown between the 4 gold top secret Supras. So I'm gonna have the BMC versus NO64 versus Mini GT versus Pop Race. So that's going to be a seriously epic one, and I think it's the first time anyone's reviewed all 4 together on YouTube. So I'm really looking forward to making that one. And of course, if there are any models you guys want to see reviewed or any questions for me, drop them down below. I always appreciate the feedback, and it really helps shape the upcoming videos as well. And last but not least, some of my absolute favorites, the 118s, of course. I'm gonna have a few videos coming, so I've got some beautiful hypercars such as this Auto Art Koenigsegg 1-1. I've got some movie cars like the classic Back to the Future DeLorean. It's a really beautiful one, and it's kind of rare as well. Actually, most of these cars are pretty rare, so I thought it's always nice just to give a little bit of a look at them. And here I've even got this incredible Ignition Models Liberty Walk GTR, and this thing just looks phenomenal. And this one is actually a full resin car as well. And I was even thinking to do a video of something like an old classic, such as these old Ferraris by Barago or Maisto. These are very cheap and super attainable, so it would be interesting to see how new cars compare with these really old classics, because these things have a lot of opening parts and tons of details for the price that you can grab them for. So there's some really awesome stuff coming up, and I've got some really cool 118s on the way as well. However, there was a bit of a mix-up at customs, and unfortunately I had to route them back to Europe, so I have to pick them up. So I've got a new Pandem Z by GT Spirit, and I've also got a Brabus Rocket. It's like a crazy tuned up Porsche. So those are going to be some really, really epic ones to look forward to. And of course, thank you to everybody for your support over the last year. Of course, if you're interested in 164 and 118 model car breakdowns and talking about the history of the cars and the design and the passion that goes along with all these little scale cars, then please give me a follow and a subscription. And of course, my pictures of all the cars that I review are on my Instagram and my Facebook as well, and all of them will be under the new name A8A Works. So new name, but same passion for great cars and great models. And thank you guys for watching, and this is A8A Works, and this has been Norb. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Ciao.